Good morning, everyone. Pastor Brad from New Covenant United Church of Christ in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and this is this week's edition of Children's Story Time. Children's Story Time is that time every week when we get together. We do a fun game or activity to attach with the lesson for the week. So thank you so very much for joining me. This edition of Children's Story Time is for the second Sunday after Epiphany, January 19th, 2025, and we're going to be taking a look at the gospel lesson, John chapter 2, verses 1 to 11, the story of Jesus at the wedding at Cana and turning the water into wine. And yes, if you're wondering, I do have a black eye. Nothing serious. It doesn't hurt. Tiny, tiny blood vessel behind the eye popped and it caused my eye to get black and blue. So it's getting better. Believe it or not, it looks better now than it did a few days ago. So thank you for your concern. Nothing to worry about. So this week, we're going to do a water jug relay. I know it's the middle of winter here in Pennsylvania. It's cold. We can't go outside to do a water jug relay, but we are going to do one in the church sanctuary this coming Sunday. So we're going to set down beach towels. We're going to use beach towels to keep I know water dries, but you don't want to make too much of a mess. So you could use a tarp as well, but we'll use beach towels. We're going to have cups and jugs. We're going to put the jugs in a bucket so that we're going to put the jugs in a bucket so that when you pour the water into the jug, you try not to make as much of a mess as well. And of course, we fill up one bucket of water at one end. We use the cup, dip the cup into the water, pour it into the container at the other end. I'm gonna play a little game with the kids. I'm gonna have them pick which size cup they get to use, and I'm gonna have them hidden in these paper bags. I got two different kind of slushy cups. I got the little Dixie cup. I also have the tiny communion cup. So they won't know what size cup they're going to be using because the cups will be hidden in the paper bags. But then of course they fill up their container. I got soda bottles. You could use water bottle, whatever kind of container you're using. So would invite you to pause the video and play a water relay game and see who wins the game after you play the water relay game. Put the video back on play, and then we'll talk about why we played the water relay game. So hey, I hope you had fun playing the water relay game. I hope everyone was a winner at this game. Our story this week is about a miracle that Jesus performs at a wedding. When the wine runs out at the wedding, Jesus turns water into wine, and the party keeps on going. They went from having no wine to having an abundance of wine. After Jesus performed the miracle, they had an abundance of wine. They went from having none to having an abundance. Just like our jugs, at the start of the game, there wasn't anything in them. And then at the end of the game, they were overflowing. Our jug went from none to an abundance. Just like at the wedding at Cana, the wine went from none to an abundance. The story reminds us of the abundance of good gifts that God gives to us. God gives us an abundance of love. God gives us an abundance of forgiveness. We're never without love from God. We're never without forgiveness from God. God's gifts are abundant. And that's what the story of the wedding at Cana reminds us. Thanks be to God. Amen. Thanks so much for joining me this week. I hope you have fun playing the game. Hope you enjoyed the message. Hope you'll join me each and every week for another edition of Children's Story Time. And please, if you haven't done so already, like, follow, subscribe, so that it's just really helpful for keeping track of everything. So thank you so very much. Peace, blessings, love, and prayers. If you're ever in Williamsport area, stop by and join us for worship. We'd love to have you. Peace and blessings. Bye-bye.